Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Oksiana Jatiningsih from Universitas Negeri Surabaya. I'm happy to get good opportunity to share my opinion about character education in the pandemic era of COVID-19, capturing moral messages from social events. As we know, COVID-19 have already made some changes in our life because of the bad and damage effects. Various policies have been taken by the government to keep our life from the bad damage and death of because of the virus. One of the policy of the government is a large-scale social restriction, PSBB policy. According to the policy, there are some consequences. One, school and work holidays. The second, restriction on religious activities. And the third, restriction on social activities in public area or facilities. And as a consequence, school and office should be stopped. School learning activities has to move to diverted to learning from home. Why? Yes, because education must be always run. I'm sure that we agree that education is not only about obligation, but also rights. In connected with obligation, of course, every people have obligation. They must always learn during their life. And according to the rights in connected with the rights of education, especially for children with compulsory education age. I mean, they need to have meaningful learning. And they need to always get chance to improve their life skill because it is very important. That's why UNESCO said that it's very important to create meaningful learning by applying four pillar of education. They are learning to know, learning to do, learning to be, and learning to live together. Yes, for improving life skill through meaningful learning. Life skill consists some skills. They are personal, social, and academics, as well as vocational skills. According to the policy of the Minister of Education and Culture of Indonesia, learning process should be meaningful learning, and all the process should be regarding to the COVID-19 pandemic. It means that the topic should be always contextual. In connected with the issues, I believe that all skills have good supporting to our life, but I believe that personal skill is the most important thing to improve to our life, especially for children. Self-awareness and thinking skills are part of personal skills. Through good self-awareness and good thinking skill, I'm sure that a child can handle well, can can handle well the problems that they must face. Yes, it is very important because today's recently there are so many hoax phenomena. There are so many hoax news in our life, and it's very easy because our life is so close to technology and IoT of everything in our life. Yes, internet not only facilitate us to get something good, but also something bad. Okay, so the problem that I want to answer is how to build child skills in order to capture the moral message of statement or social phenomenon. And the solution that I offer, building individuals' critical skills. And the second, building individuals' consideration of the social context. What must I do to answer the question? As I mentioned, that building skills to handle messages, especially hoax message of a social media document and news, is very important to do, important for us, especially for children. For the purpose, it's important to do some steps. They are find the textual messages of a documents or news, understand the social context, think and find the message in the frame of the contextual situation of a message, and find the moral message in a document or news, and decide the position toward the message. That is an example how to capture the moral message from something that post at the PSBB era. That is the message. Nggak usah panik sama virus corona. Malaikat Israel sudah punya daftar nama siapa saja yang harus dipanggil duluan. Itu pasti. Nggak akan tertukar dan nggak bisa dinego. Paham? Oh, well, it's so clear and in this message that we can find the textual message that no one should be afraid of COVID-19. Israel is the angel of death. Everyone has his own destiny to live and to die. Are the messages are true? Are the messages true? Yes, all the messages are true. But let's try to see the context. The social context at the time of the publishing of the message are large-scale social restriction policy, PSBB policy. According to the policy, everyone should stay home. Everyone should be restricted their activity in social area. So let's try to compare and make confrontation to the textual with the contextual message. Do they get along or have contradiction? Yes, if there are contradictions, we need to criticize the contradiction. Of course, children will get moral dilemma. All, of course, they need to consider some moral values, and of course, they need to make decision for the activity, for the activity or behavior that they will do, and for the purpose in order to keep them from the immerse of the bad effects of the news. There are some questions that should be asked and answered by the children. Is it needed to follow the textual message of the document? Should I continue or forward the message to the others? And what must I do? Those questions need to ask and answer by themselves. Of course, by our helping moral dilemma should be faced. Moral consideration should be run, and moral decision should be made by them. But by awareing all the context, not only the textual message, but also the social message, the moral decision can be grabbed, can be captured by children. So they will have good start, good starting points for them to make a decision for they do. I believe if children always be trained critically in understanding a message, even textual and hidden message, contextual message, it will make good contribution for children to develop. So some conclusion that I made, children must be trained critically in understanding a message, textual and contextual message, so they can capture the hidden message, the moral message can be they have. By the repetition of these learning activities, they are in meaningful learning. So children do not trap in hoax phenomena. And capturing moral messages appropriately will reflect the quality of their personal and social skills. That is the point that I have shared to you as a starting point for us to discuss. Thank you for your attention.